Hi everyone, today we're going to create these nice 3 text animations that we can use in our videos. So the first one is going to be something we can place at the left. The other 2 are going to be center aligned ones. There is one more center aligned with a different typography. You can add them either as a green screen animation, or we can use them as they are with solid background. I'm gonna also share the templates so you can customize and use in your videos. So let's get started. We're gonna start with creating left aligned text, but first I'm gonna change the page's background color to this nice light blue. Then I'm going to create the text that says step. With the font Proxima Nova, and font weight is going to be black, and the size is going to be 136 pixels. Then I'm gonna change its color to this nice dark blue. Then I need a square shape, corner roundness of 28 pixels without any border, and its color is going to be that nice dark blue. But I'm gonna make it smaller, just big enough to be background of a text in the same font weight, which is going to be the size of 88 pixels. And it's going to be white. Let me just take it in front of the square layer, and after centering it while holding Shift and Alt keys, I'm gonna make the square smaller to a size that makes sense for my text. And then I'm gonna group these both and take it closer to the text step. I'm gonna copy the text step and make its font weight regular. So this is going to be our headline or section title, right? I'm just going to type $. I want it to be left aligned and make its size 80 pixels. I'm gonna align it with the text step on the left. I'm gonna select them both and press the align button, select left from the drop down menu. I did some resizing for our square. I think it looks better this way. So we can start animating from our step text, right? Since we want text step to enter the scene, I'm gonna select in, and I'm gonna select bungee. Direction should be bottom, and duration is going to be 1 second, and bounces is going to be 2. So let's test it real quick. Yeah, looks pretty good. Since we can add these texts as green screen animation to be directly shown on our videos, I'm gonna add some white borders to them to make sure that they're visible on every background. So after selecting the text, I'm gonna click white. Same goes for our headline, and I'm gonna make our intro scene's length just 2 seconds. You might ask actually, why are we separating intro and outro scenes of the animations? I had made a previous tutorial on that, so I'm gonna leave a link to the description and probably add a card to the video also, so you can check that if you haven't watched it. Next, I'm gonna group the number 1 and square, and then I'm gonna animate them as well with the same settings, and then I'm gonna take their layer timing just 0.2 seconds further. Let's see how it looks. So it looks pretty good. Next, we're gonna animate our headline text with settings animation in, and I want it to slide in from the left, and duration is going to be 0.5 seconds, and direction is going to be right. But what I need to do is actually, since I wanted to enter the scene right after the text 1, I'm going to take its starting point to 1.7 second mark. So let's test it. our intro animation is completed. So we can create the outro scene of our animation, right? I'm just going to duplicate the intro animation. I'm gonna click somewhere after the beginning to make every element visible, and by selecting one by one, I'm gonna delete their animations, since during the outro scene we want our elements visible until we initiate the outro animations. So I'm gonna delete every element's animations, and I'm gonna make sure they are visible at the very beginning of our outro scene also. So I'm gonna drag their timelines to the very beginning also for our text, and I'm gonna delete it in animation also. Then I'm gonna group everything in the outro animation. Actually, I don't need my outro animation to be longer than 1.5 seconds. So I'm gonna edit the scene's length, and I'm gonna select and group everything, and apply an out animation to my group. So it is going to be slide, direction is going to be left, and I guess the rest of the settings can stay the same. So let's test the outro scene. Let's test the whole animation. So yeah, we completed the left aligned text animation. In order to create the center aligned text animation, I'm gonna just duplicate this page. And delete the outro scene. Since we're going to recreate every animation and every scene, I'm gonna click somewhere after the intro to make every element visible, and then I'm going to delete animation every element has, while also dragging their timing to the very beginning of the scene. Then I'm gonna start center aligning everything to the page. So I'm gonna group texts step and one and center them horizontally, and same goes for my text. Then I'm gonna group everything and center them both horizontally and vertically to the page. Then in order to start our animation, I'm gonna ungroup the single group. Then I'm gonna select the step and one group and ungroup them to be able to animate steps separately. I'm gonna select the text step. I'm gonna click animation in bungee, and the rest of the settings can stay the same. So let's see. Next I can animate text 1 and square group, right? I'm gonna apply the very same animation to it and take its timing just 0.2 seconds further. So let's see. Yeah. The next step is animating our headline text, right? So I'm gonna select our headline or section title text, and I'm gonna click the animation and in, drop, and the rest can stay the same. But I also need to take its timing to 1.7 second mark. Let's see. So we can start creating the outro section of our center aligned animation, right? So I'm gonna duplicate the intro scene, make its length 1.5 seconds. I'm gonna click the elements one by one and remove their animations. Since in this section or in this scene I only need outro animation. So I'm gonna make sure that their visibility starts at the very beginning of the scene. Also texts layer timing to the very beginning. And after grouping everything, I'm gonna add a simple slide to top animation. Slide. Direction needs to be top, and the rest can stay the same. So let's see what happens at the outro section. Yeah, so let's check the whole animation. I guess we completed also this one. So we can create our second center aligned animation, right? So I'm gonna add a new page with the same size and change the background color. and create a step 1 text with font clean and size 195. Font width is going to be heavy. As color, I'm gonna use the brighter dark blue. Next, I'm gonna create a text element to represent our headline or section title, and the font is going to be Playfair Display. Size is going to be 90 pixels, and we can leave the font weight as regular. Then I'm gonna make sure each text is horizontally center aligned. I'm gonna edit the vertical space between them. Then I'm gonna group them and center to the page. Then ungroup. Then we can start animating. After selecting the text step 1, I'm gonna click animation in, and I need a shrink animation in this one. Duration is going to be 1 second, and I can leave personality at energetic. So let's check it. I'm gonna select our headline and take its layer time into somewhere like this and apply the very same shrink in animation. I'm only going to change its duration. So let's check the whole animation. Actually, I can take its timing a little further. Let's see. Yeah, I guess this is better. Next, I'm gonna duplicate the intro scene to start creating the outro section of my animation. Click somewhere in the middle to make sure every element is visible on the screen, and remove animation every element has, while also making sure they have the same starting position. Then I'm gonna make the scene's length 1.5 seconds, group everything, since I need a simple grove animation at the outro section. And I'm gonna apply a grove animation with 0.5 seconds duration, and personality is going to be again energetic. Let's check the whole animation. So yeah, I guess we also completed our third animation, as you see. Hope you liked the tutorial. Be sure to check the first animations for your videos tutorial that I made at the end screen, and see you in the next one.